Good morning, students. Day before yesterday, we started our new chapter, that is chapter number 3, theory base of accounting. Under that, we studied what is accounting principles, why it is needed. So, accounting principles are rules or norms which the accountant needs to keep in mind while preparing financial statements. Okay, to get the uniformity, to get the relevant information in the business for the users, we need accounting principles. These principles act as a guidelines. These accounting principles are categorized into two parts, that is accounting assumptions or accounting conventions. Yesterday we discussed three accounting assumptions, namely going concern, consistency and accrual. Today we are going to start our accounting conventions, or you can say accounting principles. Okay, so accountant needs to keep all these principles in mind while preparing financial statements, because ultimately these information are for the users, and for the best decision they need to have the relevant and uniform accounting information. So let's start. Here comes the first accounting principle, that is business entity principle, or you can say accounting entity principle. According to this principle, business is considered to be separate and distinct from its owner. Okay, yes, suppose I have started a business with rupees 10 lakhs. Okay, though it is my business, but from the business perspective it will be treated as separate from its entity. Yes, both owner and his business will be treated as separate. That's why this is also known as internal liability. That capital, as you know, the amount invested by the owner into the business is known as capital. So this capital is also known as internal liability, because we prepare all the financial statement from business point of view, and from business point of view both treated as separate. Okay, so owner being regarded as separate and distinct from business, they are considered creditors of the business to the extent of their capital. So business मुझे कैसे treat करेगा? Business के perspective से I will be a creditor, because the business has taken money from me. Okay, so this capital is known as internal liability because of this particular principle, that is accounting entity or business entity principle, which says that business and the owner will be considered separate. Next we have money measurement principle. I think you all know the meaning of this money measurement. From the very first day we have been talking about that accounting records transaction which are in money terms. So this principle says the same. According to money measurement principles, transactions and events that can be measured in money terms are recorded in the accounts of the enterprise. Yes, it is correct, because we do not record the efforts of the employees. Okay, we do not record their disputes, their conflicts, the quality of the product. All these components we are not recording in the book of account, because these are not in money terms. Those transactions which are in money terms, we only record that. So we can say that money is the common denominator in recording and reporting all these transactions. Here we have the third principle, that is accounting period concept. Now what is the meaning of this concept? as you know that business has an indefinite life. Okay, so if you want to ascertain the profit of the business, would you like to wait for that long? Suppose there is a business whose life is approximate 30 to 40 years. So will the owner wait for 30 to 40 years to get to ascertain profit of his business? No. Then in that condition, what will we do? So for this particular reason, this accounting period concept arose. According to this concept, what we do, we divide the life of the business into smaller period of time. Let's say 1 year. Okay, what is the purpose to divide the life of the business into smaller segment? To determine whether the enterprise is getting profit or loss, to determine the position of assets and liabilities in the business. For all these things, we need to divide the life of the business so that at the end of particular accounting year, we can easily ascertain the how much profit the business has earned or loss incurred. Okay, so in business we follow financial year, which starts from 1st April, ends on 31st of March. So at the end of every financial year, we prepare this financial statement so that it depicts the position of the business. It depicts the performance of the business. Alright. So accounting period concept, what is the meaning? The life of an entity is divided into short economic time periods on which reporting statements are being prepared. All the transactions are recorded in the books of accounts on the assumption that profits on these transactions are to be ascertained for a specific period. Okay, that specific period is 1 year. This is known as accounting period concept. Next is full disclosure principle. As the name has its meaning, all the important information related to business needs to be disclosed. Alright. So what is the meaning of this principle? The report should be presented in such a manner that a layman can also easily understand that. Okay, ऐसा तो नहीं है सारे ही कॉमर्स स्टूडेंट्स हैं वर्ल्ड में. Okay, there are people who doesn't have knowledge. Of course, जो कॉमर्स स्ट्रीम के अलावा जो लोग हैं, they do not know the each and every components of balance sheet. डॉक्टर्स को नहीं पता होगा about gross profit and net profit and all these operating expenses and non-operating. So to prepare the accounting information, it should be prepared in such a manner that it should be easily understandable by all the users. As we have already studied about the users, there are creditors, investors, suppliers, shareholders, ओनर्स है ना. तो ज़रूरी नहीं है जो फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर डॉक्टर बिजनेस कर रहा है, डॉक्टर की कोई बिजनेस है, कि उसे पता नहीं होगा अबाउट all these miscellaneous expenses and miscellaneous receipts and what are assets and liabilities. So it should be prepared in such a manner so that a layman can also easily understand the financial statements. Okay, so all information related to an entity's business needs to be disclosed in the financial statements in an easy manner. That is full disclosure principle. Students, let me elaborate this principle. As you know, all the users of accounting information are not the commerce students. Okay, they will be considered as laymen. For commerce students, it is very easy to get through this balance sheet and income statement. But what about the others? Okay, so it should be presented, the accounting information should be presented in such a manner so that the layman can also get through this. Alright, now how would you do this? For example, there is a business deals with garments. ऑलराइट। अब उनके जो इनकम्स है, if the creditors want to see the financial statements, सारे कंपोनेंट जरूरी नहीं उन्हें समझ में आएंगे। सो व्हाट दे डू, after preparing balance sheet they prepare footnote in which they mention about each and every details, like types of income, types of expenses. Okay, now what is types of income? अब income में भी types होते हैं, yes. Types of income, it is categorized into two, operating income and non-operating income. Okay, operating income का मतलब होता है which is related to business only. जैसे इनका गारमेंट का बिजनेस है तो इनका मेन सोर्स ऑफ इनकम इज फ्रॉम द गारमेंट इंडस्ट्री। ओके, तो दैट इज रिलेटेड टू ऑपरेटिंग इनकम। दैट मीन्स ऑपरेटिंग इनकम, जिस बिजनेस से हम डील कर रहे हैं उससे इनकम जनरेट हो रहा है, इट विल बी कॉल्ड ऑपरेटिंग इनकम। and all the other source of income comes under non-operating. For example, the same business entity invested into shares, ओके, शेयर्स पे इन्वेस्ट किया या बैंक में डिपॉजिट किया है, तो वहां से जो उनको इंटरेस्ट है, डिविडेंड आएगा, दैट विल बी कॉल्ड नॉन ऑपरेटिंग इनकम। सो बीइंग अ कॉमर्स स्टूडेंट वी कुड इजीली गेट थ्रू, we can easily differentiate about operating and non-operating income, but what about layman? So for that, company mention footnote, okay, after the balance sheet in which they disclose each and every details about their business, about their expenses. Expenses भी वैसे ही होते हैं, like there are two types, operating, non-operating. जो business से related expenses है, that comes under operating expenses. Apart from business, other expenses would be called non-operating expenses. So business needs to disclose, needs to mention all such details in their financial statement as a footnote. All right. One more important point. Under this principle, all contingent liability should be shown as a footnote in the balance sheet. Footnote मैंने अभी बताया जिसमें हम minute से minute चीजें mention करते हैं. So they need to mention all contingent liabilities as well. Contingent liabilities का मतलब होता है all the anticipated losses which may or may not be arise. Okay. For example, destruction of factory due to natural calamity. ओके, फैक्ट्री का डिस्ट्रक्शन हो, अब ये पॉसिबिलिटी है, हो भी सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता है, बट बिजनेस नीड्स टू डिस्क्लोज ऑल दीज एंटिसिपेटेड लॉसेस सो दैट इट गेट्स इजी फॉर द यूजर्स टू मेक द बेस्ट डिसीजन. प्रिंसिपल. Then we have materiality principle. So materiality principle means the relative importance of an item or an event should be regarded as material if there is a reason to believe that knowledge of it would influence the decision of an informed investor. Okay, let me explain this principle with the help of an example. Suppose there are two business, okay, two business enterprise. One business enterprise is having turnover of, let's say, around 10 crores. Okay, एक business का turnover 10 crores है, whereas other business enterprise has a turnover of rupees 50,000. Okay, एक business का turnover 50,000 है, दूसरे business का 10 crores है. Suppose 1,000 spent by both of the enterprise. All right, दोनों enterprise ने 1,000 spent किया, let's say on the maintenance. For whom this 1,000 rupee will be materialistic? The business enterprise who is having turnover of 10 crores, or for the business enterprise who is having turnover of 50,000. Of course, who is having turnover of rupees 50,000, for that particular enterprise, this 1,000 spent would be considered materialistic. Okay, 10 crores वाले के लिए तो ये इतना important है ही नहीं. जो 10 करोड़ का जो जिनको प्रॉफिट हो रहा है, जो इनकम अर्न कर रहे हैं, रेवेन्यू जनरेट कर रहे हैं, उनके लिए 1,000 मैटर नहीं करता है. बट for the business enterprise who is hardly having 30 to 40, 50,000 turnover in a year, उनके लिए ये 1,000 matter करेगा. So that is materiality principle. All the relevant, if it is important for taking decision, this should be shown in the financial statement. That is materiality principle. So it depends and it differs from cases to cases. Okay, जरूरी नहीं है जो मेरे लिए important हो, जो मेरे लिए materialistic हो, वो सामने वाले के लिए भी हो. All right, so that was materiality principle.